Prime Minister has embarked on his first ever state visit to the US. He flew off this morning. We have, of course, visuals of that flight which he took off this morning. What's exactly on the agenda?
It's quite a plan. So tomorrow it will be International Yoga Day in New York. After that, he goes to Washington. There'll be first he'll be meeting President Joe Biden in a private dialogue on June 22nd. June 22nd, he will be addressing the joint session of both houses of Congress. That will be followed by a state dinner in his honor. Come to June 23rd, he'll be meeting Vice President Kamala Harris, followed by Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. And then in the Ronald Reagan Center, he will be interacting with the Indian diaspora over there. So that is as far as the schedule is concerned.
Okay.
Expectations from the trip, apart from a mega deal in defense drones, and a joint venture of manufacture of engines for our own Tejas between General Electric and HAL. That is in the offing. Then another investment deal of $1 billion with the semiconductor company Micron. That's expected. Other than that, the focus is on critical and new technologies cooperation, which includes space, quantum, AI, to name a few. So this is the whole agenda. He'll be meeting 20 business leaders in the US. So yeah, it's quite a bit on his plate.
It's a power-packed agenda for the 3-day visit that he's going to be in the US, Karthik. This is much anticipated. This is also an honor to India. This is his first state visit, essentially not just deepening ties between India and US, but also portraying India as one of its closest allies at this point in time. So we are also hoping to, in fact, in this order, ink pacts and deals that could be beneficial to both the countries.
No doubt, Shweta. And I think it goes on to show very, very clearly that, yeah, Modi means business. And whether it is business in the brick and mortar sense of business that we understand, or business even diplomatically or politically. So Modi is there to conduct business. Modi is there to get the greenbacks into India by way of investments and deepen the political diplomatic ties that in any case are at an all-time high right now. Given the kind of fallout that US has had with China, given the kind of fallout that the world has had with Russia, and in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, India is still one neutral party which has neither sided with the West on the sanctions nor directly with Russia on the war. So we continue to be an independent player with a mind of our own, with business of our own, minding our own business and making the best of it. Now, I think specifically defense is going to be one sector that will get augmented to a great extent through this visit.
Okay.
We've already placed the order for the Predator drones. The engines for Tejas that Amit talked about is of course historic, because India has not really had a great stint at producing engines for its military or civilian aircraft. So the aircraft order which will with GE is going to be embedded within the Tejas produced by HAL is going to obviously be historic in its own right. Now add to that, of course, AI, quantum computing. We've seen what Rajiv Chandrasekhar, the MOS for IT, had said to the business counterparts in the US, that AI is something and IT is something that India is heavily invested in, and it could be as much as 20% of India's GDP in the next few years. So, and a massive jump from 11% at present to about 20%. So these are areas where a partnership is likely to be forged. And of course, some of the people that Prime Minister Modi would be meeting in the US belong to the IT sector, belong to the business community. And whatever deals we are able to ink and whatever ties we are able to strengthen will only go to further to sort of, bolster ties between India and US.
Absolutely. And we'll keep a close watch on that story.